Yeah, don't be chiseling your face with
No,
hammers.
a hammer should go nowhere near body parts, right?
No, just on nails. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m., everyone. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Netta Iranpour. Let's get you ready for this Fire Friday.
Yeah,
excited, feeling the buzz of baseball, right? And I will tell you that today's forecast is actually going to be warmer than what we had yesterday. A bit more sunshine earlier in the day, too. So let's show you our live look right now. I know it doesn't look like the sun will be out, but it will. This is just some fog right over UC San Diego, the campus there, the theater district. So a little bit of fog to start right along the coastline, especially in places like Imperial Beach and then Carlsbad and Oceanside. Visibility is low. I'll show you in a moment. Warming up today, temperatures staying above average, patchy clouds through the weekend. Maybe a chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, but that's looking less and less likely. Here's a look at your visibility where it's pretty low in Otay Mesa right now. Overnight, the Senate approved a measure to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, giving in to the Democrats' key demand to keep ICE separate.
And this means the partial government shutdown could soon end and TSA workers could start getting paid again. News 8's Tori Apodaca live at San Diego International, where travelers have been facing some long wait times all week long. How's it looking right now, Tori?
Yeah, it's looking the same right now as far as long lines, but I can tell you that they are moving along pretty quickly. Right now, you're seeing the portion of Terminal 1, the TSA security line. These people who are flowing through here already went through the inside part of the line, were outside, and now they're back inside. I spoke with someone just a few minutes ago, and they said it took them about 30 minutes to get back inside. So that kind of gives you a gauge that they probably have about another 15 to 25 or so minutes once they're back inside, snaking through these lines. So be prepared if you are going to be heading out to the airport today. Good news, I did check where they were dropping off bags, where we saw majorly long lines when we arrived here at around 4:30, and they now have 0 lines over there. There were some delays for arrivals last night because there was not enough air traffic controllers, but good news that the flights are back on time now. Now going to the bill that the Senate passed that will fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, but will leave ICE funding for later. Of course, that's what the big holdup has been for weeks now, and it's what's really had that domino effect on travelers, where we've seen some crazy lines, delays, people missing flights, just overall frustration. And then there's the impact on TSA workers, where we've heard stories of many struggling to pay bills and calling out as they are set to miss their second full paycheck today. Just hours before the Senate's decision, President Trump said he was directing DHS to start paying the TSA workers.
Democrats held firm in our opposition that Donald Trump's rogue and deadly militia should not get more funding without serious reforms, and we will continue to fight.
Democrats got their issue, I guess. And in the process, they are irreparably damaging the appropriations process.
So the Senate bill is now in the hands of the House, so we'll have to wait and see what they decide on. We also have heard reports from Terminal 2 where there were also some crazy long lines early in the morning. But what we've been seeing, people are trying to keep their spirits up, trying to pass the time in any way they can, making new friends while waiting in line, but everyone just hoping that they will make their flights on time. Reporting live from inside San Diego International Airport, Tori Apodaca, News 8.
And thanks to your live looks there, Tori, hopefully people are aware and know now to get there earlier than you expect. This morning, power is fully restored after a widespread outage impacted tens of thousands of SDG&E customers. The company said it impacted several communities in North San Diego County and Orange County last night, but still no word on what caused it. And now this morning, Dog Beach in OB is back open after it was closed because of that sewage spill. The county says the water contact closure has been lifted after testing showed improved water quality. The county says about 18,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled near SeaWorld on Wednesday, with about half of that reaching the San Diego River.
Today, the Padres will be looking to bounce back after yesterday's opening day loss against the Detroit Tigers. Boy, it was a rough start for Nick Pivetta in front of the largest opening day crowd in Petco Park history. He pitched 3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 6 earned runs, and 3 walks. It was in the 6th inning when Xander Bogaerts drove Fernando Tatis in for the Friars' first run of the year. The Tigers won this one 8-2, and even though the Padres lost, it was a birthday to remember for one local family.
Nova's a big baseball fan, and she loves the Padres. So when she said, "Dad, I want to go to opening day," I'm like, let's do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right, game 2 is tonight at 6:40 p.m. And we got plenty of baseball left here, so let's forget about that one and move on.
Happy birthday to Nova.
That's right.
It's a great way to celebrate.
Opening weekend for the San Diego Padres, and that does mean parking downtown is going to cost you a lot more.
News 8's Chris Grow live near Petco Park with details on special event parking rates, how businesses are responding to this. Chris, we knew before these rates went into effect, it was so pricey to park. Now what?
Yeah, so again, this is likely going to maybe prevent people from going ahead and utilizing some of the street parking just before Petco Park, or they might be willing to go ahead and pay up the big bucks here for a Padres game, because this meter right now, it's free. It's off hours, right? On a normal day where we don't have an event going on, it's about $2.50 an hour. But for every Padres home game, it's $10 an hour. And the San Diego Downtown Business Partnership is responding to this. The Downtown San Diego Partnership put out a statement. Part of it reads, quote, "We recognize the city's fiscal challenges and the need to generate revenue. However, solutions should not come at the expense of accessibility, economic activity, or the overall downtown experience. Downtown San Diego is the economic, cultural, and civic heart of our region, and it should remain a place for all San Diegans to enjoy, not one that feels financially out of reach during the moments all residents should be able to enjoy." Now, of course, the downtown parking event rates went into effect in order to try to pass a series of revenue-generating measures to help the city out with their budget deficit. Again, the way that it works is that meters will be priced $10 an hour. That parking rate goes into effect 2 hours before the event starts, and it lasts for 4 hours after the event ends. So if a concert or game starts 7 p.m., special event parking rate would be in effect from 5 p.m. through 11 p.m. and you can't park longer than 6 hours. Of course, we'll have to see exactly with our own eyes. Are people using the parking? Are people still going to the businesses and the restaurants that surround Petco Park? Time will tell. Back to you in studio.
Okay, Chris, thanks. Well, let us take you to the ball game and save you some money. Watch News 8 mornings for your chance to win Padres prizes, including Padres tickets. Tune in every Friday at 6 a.m. for a code word, then enter it at cbs8.com/contests. Friar Fridays are all season long, only on News 8 mornings, and we will have that code word for you later this hour. At least you get to enjoy the nice, comfortable temperatures we've been having out there. I mean, if the game doesn't go your way, you're still at America's #1 ballpark, America's finest city. You get to tour around and get lost there in Petco.
Just go eat any of the venues there, and you'll feel better. Right? All the good food. Can't wait to try those tri-tip nachos.
Good beers out there. Yeah.
So many good options. And yeah, the weather's gonna be great for that 6:40 game. We are looking at a chill in the air, obviously, this morning and overnights. As the clouds come through, we get that sea breeze. So we still have these west to east winds. It's an onshore flow, and that's why our temperatures are not as hot as last week, for example, but we are still above average. There's still high pressure in place. Look at the clouds this morning. Now that we're getting a little bit of daylight, you can see the marine layer extending all the way. This is towards San Miguel Mountain, towards the coastline. So right there, it would be Otay, IB, and yeah, you can notice the clouds are covering you. If you are in the South Bay, visibility might be low. We showed you Otay down to a third mile. Sunrise will be at 6:43, sunset at 7:05. I do think the clouds will probably roll back in right around that sunset time. This morning, you'll notice not necessarily impacting Ramona or Hamul, Pine Valley. You're in the clear. So I think the clouds will retreat back fairly early. This is a forecast model that kind of shows that by 10, 11 o'clock, we should all be under sunny skies. So expect today to actually be a little bit warmer than yesterday. Upper 80s for some inland spots, upper 70s for a lot of our coastline too. And then we'll have some patchy clouds into Saturday and Sunday, but temperatures are going to be even warmer than today for tomorrow. So beach plans might be a good idea. Keep that going every weekend. 77 in National City today, 89 in El Cajon and Santee. Pacific Beach, upper 60s, low 70s for Solana Beach, upper 70s 70s for Oceanside, 81 in Fallbrook, 84 in Rancho Bernardo, 88 in Ramona. The mountains are going to be in the 80s as well, with the deserts in those triple digits. As far as traffic goes, it does look like things are doing fine, except for the fog that's out there. So keep an eye out for that. Of course, you'll want to give yourself plenty of time so you're not rushing through the fog. But the 78 right now westbound from the 15 to the 5, you can go 70 miles an hour. It'll only take you 14 minutes. This map shows no crashes on any of our major freeways. That's great to hear. But as you'll notice, the yellow indicates visibility probably pretty low there. You won't want to rush through that. So Oceanside into Del Mar, and then again by Otay Mesa, that's where the clouds are sitting pretty low. Border wait times. Let's show you what's going on at our borders. San Ysidro Port of Entry, it'll take 85 minutes, 1 hour though to get through Otay Mesa's Port of Entry.